Hello.
Oh my gosh. Robert, how are you doing, bud? Good to see you. How are you? I'm doing well. So what's going on here?
I wanted to thank you today because ever since my sophomore year of high school, you've been inspiring me to keep going forward and always push myself. So you kind of did that when you and Kumu went to Conrad Weiser and played your video game theme show, because I was not in the best place at the time, but I was so enthralled by like everything that you guys were doing. It made me very excited and made me decide to go to college. So once I had gotten here, I was very, very happy because I met some of my best friends between Joey, Porter, and Caitlin, who's now even my boss. It made me really excited, and every year you kept pushing us and developing the culture, and it's been great seeing it all go forward so far. And even when there's not Kumu, I always have to get my fill. So in spring, I take bone choir or whatever else, and it's always a great time just watching how you teach, because you don't just teach the subject matter, because hardly ever we learn how to play, but we always learn how to think differently and how to teach it and really understand it, and that's something I'm very grateful for. And yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, you're welcome. I should say thank you. I was expecting a music major, so this is awesome. When it's a non-music major, it's great. I think it goes to show about what I believe, that you never know who you're going to impact. I think you're one of those great students in the ensemble. I mean, you're always going above and beyond in your work with connections, trying to build the band. So I wish I could take the credit for everything, but it's really not me. It's really the students that do a lot of it. All I do is put it out there, and they have to decide whether they're going to run with it or they're not going to run with it. And I'm just glad that they do. It's really the students, and I still believe that today. I still think Kumu isn't really me. It's you guys. It's all of you. It's what you've done. So I'm glad that you were inspired by what the class that I was in charge of, but it's really the students. I was just talking about that today because I teach a class where we were talking about marching band, and we said that, or I should say, I said to the students, I believe my philosophy is Kumu is a student-run group. Now, in the end, I have to say something because I'm the teacher, but I really try to do whatever the students do. So I'm glad that you were touched by it and you found it inspirational. But in addition to me, it's really Porter, it's really Caitlin, it's everybody else that was in the group with you and before you that really made it. So thank you very much. I'm touched.
I kind of thought you would counter with that, but that's why I threw in the bone choir and the symphonic band,
right?
Because those are the ones you're actually in charge of. And I mean, you've always impacted me in those ways too, because of just how you teach. And I love your stories, because you never know what's going to come out of your mouth, but it always actually has some sort of relevance too. I'll probably be telling classrooms of people in the future about my college marching band instructor.
Oh man, I hope you only remember the good stories and not the yelling and screaming out in the field. It's impact. It's totally about impact. And that's really what going to school is about. College is about impact. It's about the impact that strangers, like I told you about with marching band, people I don't really know, all of a sudden I just tell them, marching band needs this. Then all of a sudden somebody writes a check and lets me know, oh, by the way, you have money for that now. That's great. I didn't know that was going to happen. Somehow Kumu, not me, somehow Kumu impacted that person's life where they felt like this is how I can help impact another life. The phrase paying it forward, it's about that, especially in college, because we don't really have a lot of money. It's about paying what you can for it, helping each other out, Families
help each other, not hurt each other.
Right, families do that, and we're like a family. And I think our community here at KU has to realize that we are a family. We don't have to know everybody on campus, but you have to realize there's something common. We're all human beings. We all decided to come to KU. We should really be working to help that organization. move forward. Paying it forward doesn't have to be financial. Paying it forward could be helping somebody else. So as a teacher, you're going to impact so many people's lives that you have no idea about. You haven't even realized. You don't even know who they are. Some of them aren't even born yet. And you're going to impact them in a way. And maybe they'll decide they're going to come to KU, or maybe they're going to decide, I want to go to college now. Those are the kind of things you just never know what's going to happen. So you should just always be prepared to do your best, put your best foot forward, like we talk about in band, you know. You got to be prepared. And the hard part is once you're good and people expect you to be good, you can't be anything but good or better, because then people get let down.
Yeah, got to keep it up.
Yeah, we will. I'm sure you will too.
Hope so.
Well, thank you again, Robert. Appreciate it.
Thank you.